In life, we often find ourselves at a crossroad. Where is it that God intends me to go next? Which path should I take? St. Francis felt the same kind of questioning shortly after his conversion, and the brothers started to follow him. He was heavy with the burden of fear and curiosity of where he was to go next. And so he sent Friar Maceo out to ask for Sister Clare and her spiritual advisors, and for Friar Sylvester's prayers and intercession to God. He asked them to seek an answer as to what it was God wanted Francis to do next. Friar Maceo gathered the answers from Sister Clare and Friar Sylvester and returned to Francis. And most of us would be excited and want the answer right away, but Francis knew the important part, and that was prayer and service. So upon Friar Maceo's return, he washed his feet in gratitude for the journey he had taken for him, and they broke bread together and shared a meal. When the meal was done, Francis said, "Come, Friar Maceo, let us journey into the woods and have our conversation." And so they sat, and Friar Maceo shared with Francis that both Sister Clare and Friar Sylvester had received the very same answer. The answer God had given them both was that Francis was meant to continue to be in the world, inspiring others with his example towards salvation. With hearing this clarity, this understanding of which road Francis was to take, Francis leaped in joy and excitement, and he said, "Come, Friar Maceo, go and get Friar Anglo, and we are going to go and we're going to preach." And off they went in all of Francis's joy and excitement. The first town they came upon was Sabernio, and there, in Francis' excitement of the love and the clarity that he had received from God, he preached to the townspeople. And it's rumored that the excitement and joy that he shared inspired them all to follow him immediately. And it said that this is where Francis created the Third Order. He told them all to stay within their families and their obligations in that town, and to live by his example and follow Jesus' footsteps. So, in his excitement and joy and knowing what God's purpose was for him, the three friars continued on their way. And shortly thereafter, they came upon a field that was filled with birds. Francis told his two companions to sit by the wayside. He was going to journey into the field and speak to the sister birds. Francis sat among the birds and he asked them to listen to him. He told them to sing with joy and to praise God because God had given them everything they needed to live and to survive in this world. God had given them beautiful wings to fly every corner of the earth and to be free. He's given them plenty of food in the berries and the bushes and all of the ways that they find food. And he had given them plenty to drink in the fountains and the rivers. And so therefore these birds had everything to be grateful for and to praise God. The birds listened intently and gathered around Francis. None of them moved until he gave them the blessing to leave. During his time with the birds, he blessed each of them by touching them with the hem of his garment. And when his time with the birds was done, he blessed them with the sign of the cross, and the birds broke open in song, their joyous melodies. And when the time had come, they departed Francis's company in the shape of a cross. And it said that one group went north, one group went south, one went east, and one went west, showing Francis that his message would inspire all the corners of the earth. Francis received such clarity in his prayer, in the prayers of his companions and friends. He was able to discern which path to take. And we too have that same support from God. And if ever you're in doubt, wake up early in the morning and listen to the birds sing their song of praise to God. God bless. Have a wonderful day.